Hi guys, finally we have come to the conditional checking. So in Java, if else condition is actually, I think not only in Java but in most of the programming language, it can be really strong if we know how to use it. So yeah, I'm going to show you the simplest way first of executing the if else statement. So we are going to get the input from user by using a scanner, and same like previously, we are using a scanner object. Go to new scanner system in. So let's say if we are getting a input from the user. Oh no. So integer number equals to scanner.nextInt. We are getting an integer number, and now we are going to print it is higher than 50 if the number is greater than 50, else we are going to print is less than 50 or equal to. So in Java, the if else condition looks like this. We use an if and make a parenthesis here with the condition. If number is greater than 50, go to print. So greater than 50, else print not greater than 50. And same like previously, we are going to close the scanner to avoid any warning. So this is how if else condition is structured if you are using a one line code. So after the condition, after the if keyword, we put a condition. Then after the condition, we'll put a statement that we want to do. Else, it means that for any case which doesn't hit the first case, we will use this. We'll print this, not greater than 50. How if you are doing a multi-line command? If the condition occur, we'll use a curly bracket to wrap the body out. Something like this. So the else can put anywhere here. So you can do whatever number of lines that you want for the if else condition. So another case is that how if we have another condition which is not the greater than 50 and not less than 50, we are going to extract another one which is equal to 50. So we are going to add another condition here, which we can use another if the number is equals to 50, then I'm going to say that equal to 50, and else still we'll provide a default body when both if condition are not achieved. So this is less than 50. Well, it's going to print. Going to try out our program to see whether we are doing the things correctly or not. So java ca.java. Go to run the main method and enter a number. Okay, 50 equal to 50. Then 10 is less than 50. Then 70 is greater than 50. So this is how we are going to do the simplest version of if else condition. Now I'm going to go into another more detailed if else condition which we can do. So first of all, if we have more than one condition to evaluate, for example, if there are two conditions for this case to be triggered, such as if I want this to be greater than 50 and I want the second number to be greater than 50 as well, then only I print this. I will use an AND operator. So the AND operator looks like this. So let's say I can do something like I put here another number. Then this is number 2, and number 2 greater than 50. Then you say both greater than 50. So you can do like condition where you will check this one and this one. If both achieve, only you will print the line, else you will do nothing. So we can verify it. So 60 and 60 both greater than 50. So what if one is 60 and one is 30? So it will not print anything because I only achieved one of the condition. So same goes to a situation where I want, if either one is greater than 50, I want to print this line. So you can use this as an OR operator. So this one is either one is greater than 50. So let's say one is 40 and one is 60. Is either one is greater than 50, so it achieves the target. So what else we can do with if else? So there is you might have a question, why are we using two vertical line to indicate an OR operator instead of this only one operator? Actually both will work, but the way they are working is different. So let's say if the condition currently is two vertical lines. So if this is achieved, then this will not be evaluated, remember. So let's say my first number is already greater than 50, it means I already achieved the target. So this one is a confirm that it will be run. I don't have to even run this operator again, this checking again to check if it achieves the target or not. So if you are using two vertical lines, it will only check until it achieves the target, then it will stop. This one will not be evaluated. If I use the single OR operator, even though this already achieved, like it's already greater than 50, I will still do the number 2. So this is the difference. Same go to the AND operator. This one, if this is not achieved, okay, again, if this is not achieved, I will not evaluate this because it is confirmed that this body will not be run because of the first checking already failed. But if I using AND operator, even if this fail, I will still trying to check the condition for second one, which is not needed for us. So in this case, we'll use this because one is failed. I don't want to check again already. Yeah. Usually the AND and OR operator that only consists of one sign is used for the binary operation, which is 001 and such things, that we need to do some computation towards two binary numbers, then we might need to use this. Else it is completely not needed for us. Yeah. So aside from this, many of the people, they miss one thing about if else condition, that is everything that if else know is actually true and false only. So whatever complex you have, whatever high complexity you have in the conditional checking, at last it will be evaluated to true and false only. Why I emphasize on this is that you can actually play something like really freestyle if you know this concept. For example, I can do like this. If true, wow, if true, what the hell is this? So if true, I will print this. What do you expect? Is it true or it is false? So now it's a question time to think of it. Else, nope. So Java main, either one is greater than 50. Wow, so I don't even have to do any checking here because at last it will be evaluated to true or false. If I want confirm it is run, then I write true there, then it's fine already. Or there's another way. How about if false? Does it even make sense? No. Yeah. It also compile because at last it's evaluated to false. Just that it will never be run. What else we can play? Like 1 equals to 1. Is 1 equals to 1? Yes, it is. So it will be run. If 1 not equals to 1. Excuse me. No. So you can play like really weird stuff here. Like you can play anything you want. Let's say if yeah, Java doesn't support this, like only one number here. So still there are a lot of ways to play. Like if true equals to true, something like this. You can play whatever you want, then you try to feel what is the output. Yeah. So it might come to a point that although you see clearly it seems like doesn't make sense, but always remember when you are doing the conditional checking, condition is always evaluated to true and false only. Yeah. So don't think like it is a complicated thing, even if like I have hundreds of words here, but if you do it like step by step, you can actually know the result. Yeah. So that's it for if else condition. I think I spent too much time for it. See ya.